Section 6 is called separation. It's in this section that we begin to see how man's sin is having effect on his relationship with Jesus, okay? So we have Jesus back here, and we have our characters in front of him, and they're forming a barrier between Jesus and man, and we're going to see that displayed in this section. So on the first sound cue, Jesus, you're going to take your left hand and stretch it through between girl and partier, and you're reaching out to man at this point. You're trying to get through to him. Now, as soon as you see his hand in the corner of your eye, partier, I need you to get out of character, and you become evil, you become angry, okay? And you're going to take your left hand and you're just going to push his hand back. Good. And you're going to move over and you're going to try again, only between partier and money, and you're going to reach with your right hand to man, and same thing. Push it back, and then go right back into your character pose. Good. Excellent. Now, you're going to show us how they're forming a wall by miming the wall out. Okay, now how you're going to mime the wall is by standing parallel to it, and then you need to, kind of envision it in front of you, and you're going to bring your hands up high above their heads. First one hand, and you're going to place it on the wall, and make sure your hand is straight up and down, and your fingers are spread. And you need to keep that hand there, and bring up your second hand, and place it. Okay? And then at all times, one hand needs to stay on the wall or you'll break the illusion. If you take both hands off, then it's hard to find, where the wall was again. So it goes head, head, leave your second hand there and go down to about shoulder height and go shoulder, shoulder. And then I want you to shift your body over by moving your feet. And you're going to do the same thing again, leaving your second hand down, head, head, shoulder, shoulder. And then you're going to hear like a chime sound, which is you calling out. Okay, so I just want you to take your left hand and just call out, okay, on that chime. So let's try it back from the beginning of the wall. We'll mime it a little bit faster. So you're going to reach out with your left hand through, push him back, your right hand through, push him back, and head, head, shoulder, shoulder. Good. Head, head, shoulder, shoulder, and call. Good. Now, man, you're going to hear that call, and you're going to turn and look. Look for Jesus, okay? Now, this is an important part. As soon as man turns to look, you guys are all breaking out of character, and you're becoming the wall physically, okay? And how that's going to happen is partier, your feet are already shoulder width apart, so all you need to do is bring your hands up like this. Palms spread apart. That's right. Now, the two on the outside, you guys have different feet positions, so you're just going to step out so that your feet are shoulder width apart too. And you're going to bring your hands up the same way, only your inside hands are going to cross in front of partier's hands, okay? And this is your wall position. Now, you're going to go back and forth from your character to your wall, to your character, to your wall. So let's practice that. Going to character, and wall, and character, and wall. Okay, so that's what's going to happen. As soon as you turn and look, go to character. And as soon as you look, your wall. And you're going to turn back, and you're going to, I can't believe what I've seen. Wipe your eyes, and then you're going to turn and look again, and wall. So you guys need to just kind of be watching the corner of your eye for when he turns. That's your cue for when to become wall. Okay, so this second time when they become wall again, they're staying wall, okay? And you're looking at them and you're going to think, I've got to get through to Jesus, okay? So you're going to run at the wall and hit it and actually bounce off of it, okay, with your body. Good, and you're miming that, of course. Okay, and then you're going to do the same thing that Jesus just did with the miming the wall. Head, head, good. Shoulder, shoulder, move over. Head, head, shoulder, shoulder, move over. Head, head. And then I want you to turn towards us, and you're realizing that you can't get through this wall, and so you're going to cry for 4 counts. Okay, so just shake and bring your hands up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now turn back to the wall, and you're going to mime back again. Head, head, shoulder, shoulder, move over. Head, head, shoulder, shoulder. Now this time, you're going to keep your right hand on the wall, slide your left hand up. Now drop your right hand. And we're going to hear a bang, 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 and you're going to pound the wall. Right. Now, it's important you try to hold your left hand as still as possible when you're pounding with your fist. so that the fist can just stay stable right next to the wall, okay? So bang, bang, bang. Good. Okay, and then you're gonna drop and turn around, okay? And at this point, you're frustrated, it hasn't worked. Jesus is gonna call out to you one more time. There's gonna be that same sound, and he's gonna put his hands up on the wall like this. And you're gonna turn and meet his hands, and then together, you guys are gonna pull your hands down, slide across the wall. When you get to about the shoulders, drop. And man, turn around and face the audience, okay? And you just need to look worn out, desperate, and frustrated. So bring your head down, drop your head a little bit, and you're just looking disappointed. Okay, now we're gonna hear a sound cue that sounds like several lasers shooting, okay? And it's gonna be the wall stepping forward. The wall's gonna start coming in towards man. And man, you're gonna feel like you're being pushed off the cliff by this wall, okay? So wall, when you hear the first sound, you're gonna take a step forward with your right foot all together. Okay, so step, good. And as soon as you see them step, you're gonna turn around, yep, and you're gonna put your hands up against them. And man, you just need to mime like they're pushing you over a cliff and you're trying to stop it. So you're gonna move with them. When they step, you step, okay? So let's do the second laser. Then you move back, good. And the third one. And before the fourth one, there's a little sound. And then on the fourth one, you're gonna bring your feet together instead of stepping. So, good job. Okay, so that's the wall. They're pushing you over the edge. Now they're gonna stop moving. You're gonna turn around, and what you're realizing, man, is you're thinking, what have I done? Okay, so you're gonna run downstage left, and with your fists, you're gonna go, what have I done? Okay, and then you're gonna run all the way downstage right, and you're gonna look out at the audience, and who can help me is what you're thinking. And then you think, Jesus, he's the one who can help you, and you turn around. Okay, this is the end of section separation. Let's do it to the music. And reach, push back, reach, push back, head, head, shoulder, shoulder, head, head, shoulder, shoulder, call, turn, and look again, wall, run back, hit the wall, head, head, shoulder, shoulder, head, head, shoulder, shoulder, head, head, turn, cry, 2, 3, 4, turn back, head, head, shoulder, shoulder, head, head, shoulder, shoulder, slide, and boom, boom, boom. Turn to pressed. Jesus, lift hands, meet Jesus, lower hands, turn, depressed, and wall, step, 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 together, run, what have I done, who can help me, Jesus. Section 7 is called Judgment. Here we see the consequences to man's disobedience. So in the last section, man, you've just been reaching out to Jesus for help, okay? And right away, we're gonna hear something that sounds again like a laser. And I need partier you to take your right hand and point it right at man's stomach, as if you're firing it right into him. Now when she does that, just like you guys naturally did, you're gonna drop your hands, your inside hands. Okay? Now, man, that hits you in the stomach, and you're going to grab it and turn towards us, circling in front. That's right. And right away, there's going to be another shot, and it's going to be coming this time from Money with her outside hand. And you're going to aim that right over to his right side, and you're going to react by grabbing your right side. And then again, same thing, only with your left hand, girl, you're going to point it into his left side, and you're going to grab your left side. That's right. So, man, you can just react as long as your hands are going to the side that you're being it's like you're being shot, okay? Now, all three of you, for the last sound, are going to point together. And what I need you to do is Money and Partier, you're both gonna, when you point, step forward onto your right foot. So it's gonna be a point like this, right? And then Girl, you're gonna do the same thing, only with your left foot. Step forward and point. So take it back all together. to your positions, and we're going to do the last point and point, right, all together. Now, when all three of them are pointing at you, it's enough to force you down to the floor. So you're going to drop down. Now, even though you're being hurt and you're in pain, you're down on the ground, I need you to keep your shoulders up because partier is going to grab them, okay? So when he's down on the ground, partier, you're going to take both your hands and you're going to put them on his shoulders. You guys can drop your points. And you're going to lift him up. Now, you're actually doing the work here again, and pull him back a little bit. Good. Now, what's going to happen here is each of the characters are going to be tempting man and torturing him in a way, okay? So, partier, you have your beer can in your left hand, and you're going to be tipping man's shoulder back a little and pouring it down. Okay? And man, you're kind of becoming helpless at this point. You can stand up. Okay, and then you're going to rotate him over towards money. Money, you're going to take your bills out and wave them at him, and you're torturing him, remember. You're going to take your right hand, swing it back, and you're going to slap him and backhand him. 1, 2, just like the slap that girl did. That slap's going to bring him all the way around over to girl, who's going to do her gesturing, come here, and then she's going to slap him with her outside hand. Back, back. And then we're going to go back and you're going to pour the beer down again. And we're going to do the same sequence without the slapping. Up, money, and lust, and beer, and money, lust, beer, money, lust. So you do the total sequence 5 times, the first time with the slapping, the last 4 times without. Okay, you can relax. Good job. Okay, so by the time we get to the 5th one, we're going to hear an explosion sound in the cue. And that is you. You've been watching the whole time, Jesus, and when it gets to this point, you're going, that's enough. This is hurting. It's hurting me to watch somebody I love have to go through this, okay? So you're going to put your hands up, and it's like you're commanding it to stop. And he's freezing things. As soon as you hear the enough, I want you to push him down. He's going to hit the ground, and everyone's freezing. Okay? With that explosion. And that's the end of section 7, Judgment. Let's do it to the music. Point, 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 all point. Grab him. Fear, money, slap, slap. Lust, slap, slap. Fear, money, lust, beer, money, lust, beer, money, lust, beer, money, lust, enough. Section 8 is called crucifixion. Okay, so Jesus has just put his hands up and said enough. He stopped the action. Everybody is frozen. Jesus, you're going to drop your hand. There's going to be a pause in the music for a while. You're going to walk over to stage right center, and you're going to be taking off your belt as you walk. There's going to be a sound. It's like a clicking, and you're going to lay the belt down. It's you taking off your authority in order to take man's place. Okay, that's what we're symbolizing. And then you're going to have 10 seconds to complete the next sequence of actions. What's going to happen is on counts 10, 9, you're going to walk over to man. Go ahead and do that. On 8 and 7, you're going to pick him up and move him over stage left. On 6, you're going to set him down. On 5, you need to take the cape off of his vest. And on 4, 3, you're moving towards center and putting the cape on. On 2, you're going to kneel down. And on 1, and with a sound cue, you're going to drop your head. Okay, so now Jesus has just stepped in, removed man, and taken his place. Now, as soon as we hear the cue for Jesus to drop his head, everything unfreezes. Okay, so you guys can drop your positions and relax, and man, you're coming back. Now, man, you're a secondary character for the next part, just like Jesus was before, which means you're observing and watching, but not drawing any attention to yourself, okay? Now you're going to do the same thing to Jesus that you did to man, only it's going to be a little bit different. Pick him up by his shoulders, lift him up, and you're going to have to stand up with her, okay? And you're going to hold up your beer for him just like you did for man. Only Jesus was tempted, but he never sinned, okay? So you're not going to take the beer. You're going to look at it and forcefully turn away as if to say no towards money. Money, you're going to tempt him with your bills, wave it in front of his face, and you're going to say no again by turning forcefully all the way over to the left. And you're going to do your finger come here, and you're going to say no again by turning all the way over. And then we're going to have a slap, slap from you, just like for man. And the second slap's going to force him over there, and another slap, slap, just like that. Now, after the second slap, you're going to let go, and you're going to start walking back up stage. Now, during this next section, when you're walking back up stage, you're going over to stage left to grab something. The audience doesn't know what it is, but they don't have to, okay? So you're going to pick it up like this, and you're just going to kind of hold it up above your head, and you're going to wait, okay? You don't need to bring it up above your head until they've brought Jesus all the way over to the left side, and you'll understand that in a second. Okay, what you guys need to do is you're going to take his arms on either side, and I need you to put your inside hand in his elbow. This is because you're going to be stretching out his arms, and you don't want his elbow to overextend. So that hand is there for his protection, okay? Kind of keeping it loose. On your other hand, you have his wrist, just like you have it now. Now, what's going to happen in this scene is that you are dragging him across different parts of the stage, stretching him out and displaying him as your sacrifice, you know, something that you have authority over. So you're proudly showing him off. So what I want you to do is drag him all the way over to stage right. And then together, spread his arms. And in your head, I want you to say, for the whole world to see. Because he needs to stay in this position for about 3 seconds. So if you say that in your head, it helps you remember. So for the whole world to see. Now drop the arms, walk to the center, drag him. And again, for the whole world to see. Now go all the way left in front of man. And again, for the whole world to see. Now at this point, you have the whip all the way up over your head, and you're walking towards center. And what you're going to do is you're going to motion with your other hand, like bring him here to the center. And as she's doing that, you guys are going to move him back to center. And again, for the whole world to see. And on the sound cue, you're going to take Money, your outside knee, and just pull him towards you a little with the arm and knee him in the side. And you can touch him gently so he knows when to react. And you're just going to jump like you did a little bit, give a little reaction, and then you're going to do the same thing in his other side and react. So Jesus, you can just move from reacting on the one side to reacting on the other side. You don't have to come all the way back up again. Okay? So after you do the knees and the other knee, then you're going to stretch him out, and we're going to begin the whipping section, okay? Now, you move your hands just like you did so that both of them are at the wrist, and you're going to have to hold your grip really tight, and you can steady yourself on your feet, okay? Because he's going to be pulling this way and that. You just have to do your best to try to hold him steady, okay? For the whipping section, we have to imagine that this is a long whip, okay? So you have to time your throws so that the whip would be hitting him on the sound cue. And I want you to use your whole body and lunge forward and extend and throw the whip straight ahead of you, not to the side. Straight ahead, right. And Jesus, you're going to hear the whips, and those are going to be your cues to react in pain, okay? So what I need you to do is just with each whip, just really tense up. And this is like severe pain, so we want to see it in your face, in different facial expressions every time. It should surprise you a little. I want the first strike to kind of be the hardest because you don't know what it feels like, okay? So nice big reaction for the first one. You don't have to react big every time or it's too much, but give us, some big. You can come all the way down like this. You can come all the way up on your toes, or you can just, a little bit here and there. So mix it up. It's 16 long counts, okay? We're not going to do all 16 right now because that's exhausting. So what I'm going to give you is 11, 12, and then you're going to do the whipping on 13, 14, 15, 16, okay? So 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and then you're going to run up to him on 17 and knock him down with your forearm. Of course, you're not hitting very hard, but you have to tap him so that he knows to fall down. Okay, and you've just been beaten, so this brings you down to your knees pretty quickly when she hits you like that. Okay, and now, after you've hit him, you're going to move back to stage right center, and what you're doing is you're going to get the crown of thorns during this section. While she's doing that, girl, you're going to take your right hand, put it behind his head, and you're going to pull his head up, and you're going to laugh at him And then you're going to laugh out at the audience like, look what I've got. Okay, look what we've done. And as she's doing that, as soon as you drop his head and move away, girl, you're going to come over and lift the crown up. Now you should be making sure it stays the same size the whole time, doesn't get bigger or smaller. You're going to lift it up high above his head, and with the sound cue, crash it down. You have to actually touch his head so he knows to react, just like you did. Now, when you feel that, Jesus, I want you to, raise up on your knees a little bit and bring your hands up, and it's just like excruciating pain. These are thorns in your skull. Okay, so you're going to bring your head up. Don't actually touch your head. Just bring your hands up tensely. When he brings his hands up, why don't you do that a second? Crown him. Now, there you go. He's bringing his heads up. You guys are going to take his arms on either end, and it's going to be partier and money this time. And you're going to lift him up. Now let's put him back down so I can explain how we're going to do the lift. Jesus, you need to tuck your toes in when you come up for the crown of thorns. You need to tuck your toes under so that they can roll you back easily without having to actually pull you up. So you're going to be forcefully bringing him up, but it's not going to be as hard as it would be to just pick him straight up, okay? So let's try that. Roll him back. Good. And you guys are just going to bring him straight back all the way up stage. And we're going to hear a sound cue, a nail, and you're going to stretch him out on the cross. And then, Jesus, you need to make sure you put your feet together for the cross. Okay, so tink, stretch him out. Right. Now this next part, we're going to see the nails in his hands. As soon as we hear that first sound cue, it's going to go 2, 3, and then we'll have our first nail, which is going to come from money. So you're going to take your right hand, bring it back, and then forcefully hammer it in. Right. And then it's going to go 2, 3, hammer. And then girl, while they're doing that, you're going to come up and kneel, and you're going to be responsible for the feet, and you're going to lift up your hand high over your head, 2, 3, nail, and the second foot, 2, 3, nail. And that's right, Jesus, you need to be reacting. This is very painful, obviously. And then you can go ahead and back away. And now there's just going to be a second where you're just kind of on the cross, and they're just kind of looking and smiling and satisfied. And then we're going to hear a which is going to be your last breath. And you need to do exactly that. Bend your knees, go limp, keeping your hands where they are, but twisting them upwards and dropping your head. Okay, so this is the death. And that's the end of section 8. Let's do it to the music. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pick him up. Slap, 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 slap. And go. Drag him over, and the whole world to see. The whole world to see. For the whole world to see. The whole world to see. And me. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Run up, hit him. Go get the crown. Pull his head back. Laugh. And crown him. Pull him up. Back, back, back. Stretch. And tink. 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 Last breath. Final section is the resurrection. So we've just had Jesus' death on the cross, and now it's kind of a rather sadistic part of the drama when all of our characters here are laughing at him, okay? And the partier character is going to walk over, and she's going to take her right hand, pull it behind it, and lift up his head, and there's going to be a laughing cue in the music, and she's going to point at him and laugh, and you two are also going to laugh, okay? This is really funny that you've caught him. It's an evil, sadistic laugh, okay? And then you're going to back off, drop his head, and you're going to take your hand and rip his hand off the cross, right? And then the other one, rip. Now at this point, Jesus, you can look up. You're going to fall down. And this is how I want you to fall so that you don't hurt your knees. Okay, I want you to kind of bend your knees to the left and then go down as a roll, falling like this and breaking it with your hands. Okay, so not to injure your knees at all. So try that fall. Go ahead. Turning and falling. That's right. And then you're just resting there on the ground. Okay, and as soon as he's down, you guys can kind of hover over him for a second, happy. And then girl, you're gonna motion to the other two, hey, let's go get the man, okay? So you're gonna say, come on guys, let's go to him. Okay, and you're all gonna move over. Now at this time, okay, everybody freeze. At this time, Jesus, as soon as you hit the ground, you're gonna start counting in your head, 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000. On 3, I want you to start to get up. Okay, and you guys can, the freeze wasn't in the drama, I was just freezing them so I could explain to Jesus. So you guys are still walking over, go ahead, and you're just kind of tormenting man. Now there's going to be a big explosion sound cue, and you're going to be thrown back off of man, and it's because Jesus has stood up. And you're going to look back like, what's going on? And Jesus, just like you did, you're going to take the cape off, you're going to start walking towards stage right, and you're going to hold it up, like you have had victory over sin, okay? So you're going to look at it proudly, but with, righteous anger. And then I want you to throw it down, cast it aside. And then you're going to step in front of your belt of authority again. Lean over, pick it up, and put it on. Okay, now, while you guys, as soon as Jesus stands up, you look back and you see him. You've been thrown back a little bit, but then right away, you're going to try to hide behind man, okay? Because you're scared of what's happening. So you need to take a position where, girl, you're going to take your left hand and you're going to put it in the side seam of man's vest. These are held by Velcro. So you're going to hold on right there. And with your other hand, you're going to hold on to his armhole right here, okay? Partier, you're going to take your left hand and hold on to the top of the vest at the neck hole, and with your right hand, you're going to be motioning at Jesus like, don't come over here, stop, okay? You are going to take your left hand money and stick it in the armhole and kneel down, and with your right hand, you're doing the same thing, don't come over here, okay? He's going to be picking up his belt, and as he walks over to you guys, he's walking over to man, you're going to gesture to the Father, you're giving glory to the Father, okay? You guys need to adjust your arms now so that the two on the outside, you're going to rip the side seams of the vest, Velcro open, okay, slyly, and Partier, you're going to put both hands on the top of his vest. This is because when man stands up, the vest is going to fall away from him because they're going to pull it back. Now, you guys aren't actually on the outside, you're not actually pulling, you're ripping the Velcro, and then when you fall, you're going to let go of the vest. Party, you're going to have to pull the vest out and straight back from man's shoulders so as to not burn him with the material, okay? So, after you've gestured to the Father, you're going to walk over to the man. You're going to offer him your hand. He's going to grab your wrist. And on the sound cue, you're going to hear a big, joyful sound cue. You're going to pull him, and you're going to actually have to take steps forward. Up and towards you, and that's right. The vest is going to break away, the three are going to fall down. Okay, you've pulled him up, man, you're going to look down and you're going to realize my sin is gone, okay, I'm clean. And then you're going to look at Jesus and you're going to worship him by kneeling down with your hands up. Jesus, you're going to take man, touch underneath his hands, bring him up, point him to the Father, and man, you're going to throw your hands up and rejoice. And Jesus, you're going to offer the gift to everyone. And then just punctuate it on the last sound cue like that. Okay? This is the end of section 9 and the end of the drama. Let's do it to the music. Walk over, pull his head back. And rip, fall. Taunt him. Come here, guys. Sections 2 and 3 are disobedience and party. Now Jesus and man have just moved straight up stage, Jesus with his arm around man. Man, there's going to be a change in the music, and I need you to sneak underneath, right, of Jesus' arm and turn around, and you're going to head in 4 steps over to partier. Jesus, go ahead and drop your arm. Okay, try it again. Arm around, sneak under, and step 1, 2, 3, 4, and on 4, I need you to grab the cape. Now at this point, partier, you're not letting go of the cape. Oh, and partier, I need you to make sure it's turned so that the cape part is facing him. There you go, great. Okay, now you need to not let go of it. He's gonna try to look around it a little bit and you're not letting go. So then you're gonna get frustrated. You're gonna back off and walk to center stage. You're gonna check to see if Jesus is looking. And then you're gonna look right. Anyone looking over there? And then you're going to look left. Anyone looking over here? Okay? Now, Jesus, what you're doing is, after man has snuck out from underneath your arm, I want you to watch him walk to the cape, okay? But as soon as he touches it, as soon as he decides to be a part of the sin, you're going to turn around and face the other way, okay? And you're going to freeze in that position until the partier comes to life, okay? So man, you've just looked right, you've just looked left, and now you're going to take 2 more steps towards partier. And this time on the sound cue, you're going to grab the cape, and partier's going to let go and burst into life. Yep, just like that. Okay, at the same time, so why don't you give her the cape back? Let's see your 2 steps. 1, 2, grab. Right, just like that, and that's when you turn around. And now you're going to watch. And for this next section, Jesus, you're a secondary character, which means our attention is not on you, but you need to be reacting to the scene. Just small facial reactions so that we don't turn and look at you, okay? And basically you're reacting with disappointment and hurt. That man is being disobedient. Okay, so partier has just burst out. Now partier, you're going to introduce yourself. You're going to say, hey, I'm partier. I want to party with you. Give me that vest. Those are the things you're thinking in your head, and it's just big movements. It doesn't matter really what you do or with what hand. It's just, hey, you're introducing yourself. Now, partier has to be wild, crazy, full of energy, full of life. The crazier, the better, okay? So when she says, give me that vest, you guys are going to exchange vests. Now, this is a little tricky. Let's do it in slow motion. Take it back. I want you to trade it right hand to right hand, left hand to left hand. Just like that. So it has to cross over so that it's facing the right way. Okay, now you're going to turn around, man, and stick your arms out just like that, and notching, notice the notch in his thumbs right here where it comes down. That's so that she can slap the vest on nice and tight. So his arms are straight and his thumbs are down. Yep, slap it on, roll it up, and when she gets up there, roll your shoulders forward so that the cape comes on, the vest comes on naturally. Got it? Good. Let's try that from when you grab the vest. Coming to life. Okay, your 2 sneaky steps. Go 1, 2, grab, hi. I want to party with you. Give me that vest. Good. Switch, hit, and roll up. Good. And that just takes a little practice, so just do it a couple times until you feel really comfortable with it, okay? Now, as soon as you get the vest on him, you're going to run down stage right. You're going to turn, man. And this is kind of your corner for the next little bit. And I just want you to quickly do the Velcro on the vest so that it stays shut. Right, while she's running. Now you're going to run over here, and this is going to begin a sequence where she's going to do something, and you're going to do the same thing, and she's going to do it, and then you're going to do it. So you're watching her, okay? Partier, what you're going to do is you're going to grab with your right hand for a can of beer. Okay, so this is party music, and you hear a sound cue that sounds like you're snapping the top off. So I want you to take your left hand and mime that. And then I want you to throw it back, drink it, by lifting your chin all the way up and opening your mouth. And you're going to do that for 4 counts, okay? So you have to count in your head, snap, 1, 2, 3, 4, and you come up. Now, man, on her 4th count, you're going to snap your can open. So she's going to go drink 1, 2, 3, and on 4, you're pulling it open, and then you're drinking 1, 2, 3, 4. On his 4, you're going to open 2. So it's going to go grab, open, both hands, and tip. 2, 3, 4, and on 4 it's you again. Grab, grab, 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. Now on his 4, you're gonna grab one more can, open it up, and you're gonna turn and look at Man. Now this time you've had quite a bit to drink, okay? So she's looking at you and she's going, you want this. And you're going, no, no more for me, thank you very much. And she's going, no, you're gonna drink it, okay? And you're still going, no. And then she's gonna start moving towards you forcefully with the can, okay? And she's gonna make you drink it. Now for this section, I need you to grab her wrist as it's coming towards you, step back so that you can lean all of the way back. And when she pours it back, she's gonna make you drink it. You need to be flailing with your left hand. Just like that, okay? And then she's gonna bring you up and it's gonna be 4 counts, just like before. So why don't you start in the corner and pop your last can open on 4, and she says, you want this? No, I don't. Yes, you do. And walk over, tip it back, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let him up. Good. Now be careful to practice this in slow motion so that you don't injure Man, so that he's controlling how far back he wants to go. You're not pulling on him at all, okay? So I need you to take your left hand and reach across, and you're gonna be grabbing a joint out of the air and putting it right in his mouth. And then you're gonna take one for yourself with your other hand, and then suck it in. And Man, as soon as it touches your mouth, you're going, what is this? And you're gonna pull it out and look at it. Okay, you don't know what's going on. You're enjoying it, so you're gonna inhale deeply and start moving back over to your corner of the stage. Okay, so as she's moving back there, you're taking your second, and you cough, because you're not used to it. And then you're gonna do it one more time. And then it's like, okay, not bad, okay? So you're getting into it again, and it's like, all right, this is good. Okay, so while he's been doing that, you've been coming back here, you're gonna throw it down, and you're gonna open yet another can, okay? And so by the time he's doing his all right part, his hands are gonna be extended like this, so you're gonna run right over, seize the opportunity, and just throw that can right into his hand. Yep, and it helps to just grab his wrist, pop it right in there. Now he has a joint in one hand, the beer in the other, and he's gonna drink and smoke. While he's doing that, you're gonna point at him, and you're gonna say, you are just like me. Okay, so that's what you're thinking, so walk around to his left side, point, you are just like me. And then you're gonna run all the way across to downstage right and do it to the audience. As you run, you need to point, you and you are just like me. And then you're gonna go back again. You and you, all the way to this side, are just like me. Right. And then you're gonna go all the way back downstage right one more time. You and you are just like me. And then you're gonna slowly start to come back up center stage, walking towards the audience. And you're in party mode this whole time, so you're being crazy, you're dancing to the music, and you're gonna hear like a 4 count that's gonna go ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. And then you're just pointing, you're just into the party, and you're gonna bring your hands down like this, like all right, with your thumbs up, right? So ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da, boom. And that's the way you're gonna freeze, with a smile, okay? You're very mischievous, okay? So that's sections 2 and 3, disobedience and party. Let's do it to the music. Break out, sneak 1, 2, 3, peek over, step away, Jesus looking, anyone looking right, anyone looking left, 1, 2, grab. Hi, my name is, I want to party with you, give me that vest. Put on the vest, hop, 1, 2, 3, 4, pop, 1, 2, 3, 4, pop, pop, 1, 2, 3, 4, pop, you want it, no I don't, oh yes you do, 1, 2, 3, 4, pot, smoke, pop, smoke, not bad, alright, give him the beer, you are just like me, you and you're just like me, you and you're just like me, you and you're just like me, and points, down. Section 4 is called Money. This is when we are introduced to the second temptation, which is the money person. Now on the sound cue, that's going to sound like a ba-dum. Money is going to take their right foot and just step out with it. And then you're going to bring your hands down, yep, just like that, with your fingers spread. Okay, for the second sound cue, same sound cue, I want you to pivot on your right foot towards the audience and do the same thing with your hands. Okay, so start from the top, and I'll do the sounds. Ready? Ba-dum. Ba-dum. Right, exactly. Now there's a cue in the music for snapping your fingers, and so with the cue, I want you to bend your left knee and bring your hand up, and then you're going to snap, 2, 3, 4. Okay? And then you're going to take your right hand, reach across your body to where the money's tucked in, and pull out a bill. Really slick. Now remember, the money person is slick and cool and sly, so everything is very smooth and calculated. So pull it out and flick it out, and then now when you take both hands, and you're going to go wrinkle, 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 and then snap. And there's sound cues for all of that too, so just follow it with the music. And then you're going to bring it down, kind of lunging under your nose, and you're smelling it, and pop it out. That's right. Now, man, you're noticing this, and you're starting to walk over. By the time she pops out the money to you, you're within reach of it. So you're going to grab it. She's offering it to you. And you're going to take it with both hands, and you're going to do what she just did. You're going to smell it. And there's a sound cue for that. You'll hear an inhale. Right. So, and this is cool. It's like, all right, look what I got. And you're going to run down stage, right to your corner, go all the way over, and you're going to show it to the audience on a cue. And it's going to go, bow, and you're going to stick it out, and then you're going to run just a couple steps towards center, and do it again, stick it out, run back, stick it out, you're showing off, and then come back over, and then I want you to hold it out with your right hand, like, look what I got, really cool. When he does that, Money, I need you to walk towards him, and you're going to grab it right out of his hands. Okay, man, so you're going to turn to her, and you're going to go, hey, what happened? That's my money. Hey. And money person, you're going to go, chill. And there's sound cues for all of that, too. And then you're going to go, come here, I'm going to show you something. Okay, so you're motioning to him, and then I want you to put your bill away, and then you're going to take out your sign, and there's going to be a sound cue that goes da-da-dum, da-da-dum. So on the crescendo, you lift it off. On the decrescendo, you put it down. And this is heavy, okay? This is the weight. She's promising you the money of the world here in this purse. So when she puts it on your head, you feel it right away, okay? And you're going to do the same thing with the purse that you did with the bills. You're going to run down stage left and show it to the audience. And then you're going to come over and show it again. Go all the way over to down stage left and show it again. And then you are taking the money out of your waistband, making a fan with it, and fanning yourself. Okay, and you're going to notice, wait a minute, she still has money. I don't have all of it. On the sound cue, you're going to hold it out to him, offer it to him, and you're going to reach out with your right hand and grab at it. Don't go anywhere, grab at it. Now at the same time as he grabs, there's a sound cue for the grab. You're going to flick it away from him to the center. So on the grab, so stick it out and grab, good. And now you're going to lunge with your right foot and grab again on another sound cue. And you're going to move it all the way over and switch hands. Right. Now this time, man, you're going to start running for it, okay? Now you really want it on the cue. And Money, I want you to take your left hand and push him all the way over. So he misses the money and he runs over to the side. Right over here. Okay, so now you're getting frustrated because she's not letting you have everything you want. So you're going to look at this and you're going to go, hey, you promised me this. I want you to rip it off, yep, and hold it up and point at it. You promised me this. That's right. And then you're going to take it across your body and throw it down. Now when you throw it, I need you to make sure you don't throw it on the corners because that will wreck the prop. So you need to turn it so that it faces flat, just like you did, and set it down, fairly gently. Now you're going to be tempting him with the money again, and we're going to hear a sound cue. It's going to go do-do-do-do-do-do-do, and it's going to make you bring the money around your head, all the way around and switch hands. So start out with the money right in your right hand. Man, you're going to chase her all the way around her body, flicking it all the way. And when you get to that point, switch hands. Now freeze. At this point, I want Money to stick out your left foot in front of him, and there's going to be a trip here. Okay? You're going to take your right hand just like you did before and put it on his back, and you're going to push him forward. Now he's not going to get the money. Man, you're going to grab at it, and I want you to lunge really big with your left foot if you can. So get your feet kind of adjusted. And then when you trip, you're going to lunge as far as you can with your left foot. And then I want you to bring yourself down to the ground. Don't slam, don't land on your knees. Take a big lunge, place your hands on the floor, and then tuck under and get all the way down, okay? In faster motion than I did it just then. Okay, so let's take it all the way back so he can run all the way around and then do the trip. Now remember, you're not actually tripping over her foot. We're acting this out. The victim is the one doing it. You're not pushing him hard. Okay, go ahead. And tempt him with the money. Run after it all the way around. Stick out your foot and trip. Good. Now go down nice and gently. Make sure you don't hurt yourself. Okay, so he's lying on the ground looking up at you. You're going to walk towards him and you're still taunting him with the money. I want you to wave it at him. Man, you're going to reach up and try to grab at it. And Money, you're going to take your left foot, lift it up, put it on his shoulder blade, and push him down. Okay, Man, you're going to go over willingly. As the victim in this stunt, she's not pushing you, you're falling over. Make sure your foot is right where it is now, around his shoulder blade, not too low on his ribs and not too high on his neck or his shoulder. Okay, and you can lean in a little bit, don't put all your weight on him, but you have to be, kind of facing towards him, looking at him. And now I want you to take your money and put it back away, on the left side waistband, and then you're going to take your left hand, and it's going to form a pocket on your right side. You're going to reach with your right hand into the pocket, and you're pulling out a coin. Now at this point, there will be a sound cue that sounds like a coin flipping, and you're going to flip it up in the air, and then watch it come back down and catch it as a mime, okay? And there'll be sound cues for the flipping and for it coming back down. Make sure it travels at the same speed up and down. And then you're going to take it, pause for just a second, look at the ground, and you're going to throw it right down in front of him. Okay, so Man, we're going to hear the coin hit the ground, and we're going to hear a sound like a quarter is spinning. It's moving, and it finally comes to a spin, and it's starting to slow down. And you need to just follow it, pretend that you see it, and follow it with your eyes. And then on the sound cue where you hear the coin stop rattling, you're going to grab it. Good. And Money, as he's looking at the coin, you're walking over to stage right, and you're going to take a pose similar to your original pose next to Party here. It's with your arms crossed. Yep, and your foot just kind of next to the other one in a 45 degree. Yeah, that's good. And you're looking straight out at the audience and just kind of take a Money, just a look on your face, a sly smile. Yeah, there you go. That's good. Okay, so slowly we're seeing that we're forming a barrier here between Man and Jesus. This ends section 4, Money. Let's do it to the music. And out, turn out, snap, 1, 2, 3, 4, pull out the money, rustle, rustle, snap, sniff, pop it out, grab, sniff, and show it off. 1, 2, 3, grab. Hey, chill, come here, pull it up, put it down, 1, 2, 3, grab, 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 push. Hey, you promised me this. You lied. Throw it down. Run, 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 trip. Walk over, tempt him, push him down. Put the money away. Grab the coin, flip, catch, and throw. Watch it, and catch. Section 5 is called Seduction. We're introduced to the girl character. Now where we ended, Man has just picked up his coin off the ground, and you're going to just play around with your coin, flip it up in the air, and have a good time with it while girl comes out, okay? Now girl, when you turn around, I want you to pivot on your right foot and step out with your left. Now girl's section is divided into, every movement is divided into 8 counts, okay? So I'm going to count these out for you. Now girl, whenever you step onto your left foot, you're going to be snapping with your right hand in the next 6 counts, okay? Your left hand is going to stay on your hip, and you're going to step, if this is 1, then you're going to step forward with your right, and 2 is going to be the next step with your left, 3, 4, 5, and 6, you just stand straight facing front, right? And snap, okay? So it takes just 6 counts to get down to the front. You're stepping, kind of small and fast, and have a flirtatious walk, okay? Girl is very flirtatious. She's very seductive. Once you get to center stage, you're gonna do a movement that goes like this. You're gonna stick your right knee out, and you bring your left shoulder down a little bit, and then do the same thing with the other side, going opposites, okay? So if the count coming down was 6 counts, then this is gonna be 7 and 8. Good. Now your next movement is gonna be, you're gonna step 3 steps over to man, and on the 4th step, you're gonna bring your feet together. So go ahead, 1, 2, 3, together. Right. Now man, this whole time you're completely oblivious to the fact that she's been here walking up. You're just playing with your coin. Girl, you're gonna get his attention by sticking your foot out and pointing it under him. Now, man, you see the foot the first time she sticks it out, and you're going, oh, what's this? Okay, the second time she sticks it out, I want you to follow the foot up and look at her. And it's like, wow, your chin drops, okay? Girl, on 8, the last time that you stick your foot out, I want you to close his chin. And then you're gonna turn, and you're gonna walk away, okay? Now she's gonna take 2 steps towards center stage, and when she moves away from you, I need you to stand up, okay? So she's gonna go 1, 2, and then turn to face the audience, and then you're gonna do, we have a little rhyme for this, I want you. Okay, pointing at him with your finger, and you're going, that's exactly right. I'm sorry, me? Are you talking to me? Okay, and then you're gonna go, this is the rest of the rhyme, 3, 4, I want you more. Okay, that's just to help you remember it. So do it from the beginning. So walk over on the ground. And 1, 2, I want you. 3, 4, I want you more. Okay, right. Now by the time she gets to the end of 3, 4, I want you more, you're looking at the audience like, hey, help, I don't know what to do. Now you're gonna take your left hand and seize this opportunity, he's sticking out his hand, and you're gonna pull him to you. Okay, and you should be standing up, end up standing like this, holding hands, plenty of space between you, okay? Now the next portion, she's gonna start to dance with you, and man, you do not know what you're doing, you're still nervous, you still can't believe this chick is talking to you, okay? So you're gonna start with your right knee, it's just very simple, just bending it forward. It's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's all she's doing. But man, you can't seem to get it, okay? You don't know what she's doing. You're trying to get your feet on, and you're kind of like, you're being clumsy here. You don't know what you're doing. Okay, so you're watching her, you're nervous. Girl, as soon as you get to 8, and you're just enjoying this the whole time, you're gonna turn out towards the audience again. Okay? And then you're gonna do another 8 counts of pointing your left foot out, in, for 8 counts. Now, man, when you see her doing that, you're moving behind her and you're gonna put your hands on her shoulders. Okay? What you're supposed to be doing is when the girl sticks her left foot out, go ahead and do that. You're supposed to be looking over her right shoulder. And then when she brings it in, you're supposed to be looking over her left shoulder and moving like that. Now, since you're not the great suave dancer, you're gonna get it wrong. You don't know what she's doing, so like the first 4 counts, I want you to kind of be fumbling, trying to figure it out. By counts 5 and 6, you need to be getting it a little bit more, like, okay, I think I know what I'm doing. By 7, 8, you're seriously enjoying this, okay? So you're smiling and you're into it. Okay, so let's take it from when you grab him and pull him in for the first dance. Okay, so man, you're going who, me? And grab 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Turn. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. So he's into it now, and he's like, okay, this girl really likes me. Now on 8, you're gonna turn, girl, and you're gonna walk away. And I want you to walk 1, 2, 3, and on 4, flip your hair. And on 5, 6, you're just gonna be checking out your nails, doing your glamour girl thing, okay? Now, man, you're really getting into this and you're excited, and right now you're anticipating a kiss, okay? So she's walking away from you, she's checking out her hair and nails, and while she's doing that, you need to be getting all suave. So run your hands through your hair, your comb through your hair, make sure your vest is on right, and do your little breath spray. Exactly. Okay, so have fun with that. And then I want you to walk over to her on 5, and on 6, you're going to tap her on the shoulder. Tap, tap. Okay, now this part is important that we do slowly and carefully to show them the first time, okay? On tap 6, or on beat 6, he's going to tap her twice. Girl, you're going to pivot towards him and turn around, and with your right hand, you're going to bring it back, and you're going to do a front slap, and then you're going to bring it back again and backhand. Okay, so it goes slap, slap on 7, 8. So why don't you turn around and let's do that whole section again. He was ready. Okay, so from, why don't you come back here, girl, from you walking away. So put your hands on her shoulders. Okay, 5, 6, 7, 8. Walk 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. And again, it's the victim's job to react to that fully, okay? So he needs to practice taking his head in and then swinging it all the way back out for big slaps, and there will be sound cues for those slaps. So try to practice them so you're doing them right on cue. Very good. Okay, now you move back to your position here. Now we're forming this, kind of like 3-person wall here, and she's on one side and everybody is in character. So she's going to take a position similar to her starting position. Okay, so man has just been slapped around and rejected, so you're just kind of moping like, what's going on here? Okay, man? And you're maybe touching your face and going, ow, that kind of hurt. You know what I mean? You've been rejected. Okay, that's the end of section 5, seduction. Let's do it to the music. Most commands for this section are in 8 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, I want you. 3, 4, I want you more. Grab. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Slap, slap. Walk back and pose. Okay, let's begin the training. Now before we begin, I want to explain to you some basic rules of theater. One is that you need to always try to stay as open as possible to your audience, especially with your body. Even when you're turning your head all the way to the right or to the left to face a character, try to keep your shoulders and your body as open as possible. That way we can see what you're doing and we still understand your back isn't turned to us. We still understand what you're trying to do. Another thing is in this drama there's a lot of stage fighting. That involves performing something that looks like it's going to hurt one character, who is the victim, performed by another character. Now this takes careful practice. What you need to do is practice your moves over and over again in slow motion until you know it well enough to speed it up. One of the rules is the victim always needs to do the stunt. That means that if somebody's going to pull your hair, they can place their hand on the back of your head, and you yourself as the victim need to lean into their hand as though they're pulling you. They should not actually grab your head. There's also in this drama some kicking and some kneeing, some slapping. All of these things we're going to do without making contact. The slapping especially, you should never be making contact with the other person's face. But be sure that you're making eye contact so that they know you're coming and you're reacting appropriately. It is the victim's job to react, to make the stunt look like they've been really hurt. When the knees happen, when you're kneeing somebody, lightly touch them in the stomach. It doesn't have to be a full force. But the victim, again, will react as if you're hurting them. You're hitting them a lot harder than you really are. So just be careful with all of those moves to think them through and to let the victim do the work. Okay, let's begin. This drama is divided into 9 sections. The first section is called creation. So I'm going to bring the characters out onto the floor and show you where they should be at the start of the drama before the music's even turned on. Okay, Jesus, if you'll step out here. This is our actor playing Jesus, and he needs to start center stage, feet shoulder width apart, in a neutral position, hands down at your side, and drop your head, and freeze. Then can I have the man character come out? You need to stand directly behind Jesus at center stage. You're facing away from the audience. Why don't you step out so we can see you on camera a second. Crouch down, put your hands on the floor, and drop your head. At this point, you are an inanimate object, and that's the way you're going to freeze. Okay, so you can move behind. And let's bring out the partier character. Partier, you're going to be downstage left, and you're going to be taking a pose with your feet together, your knees slightly bent. You're going to be holding the cape out in front of you and towards center stage, and your head is going to be tucked into your right shoulder, and you'll be facing away from the audience, just like that. That's right. Next, we need the money character. You are stage right center. You two are facing away from the audience. Your left heel, turn around so we can see it. Your left heel is resting on your right foot. Your arms are crossed, and you're looking down into the left. Now, you have some props in your hands. The money sign needs to go around your neck with the symbol facing your body. And the wad of bills needs to go in your left side waistband. So take your position and turn around. Right, just like that. And now the girl character. If you'll come on, I'm going to need you to come upstage left center. You need to be between where Jesus and man are and where the partier character is so that we can see you. Okay, and turn around so that we can see your pose. What you're going to do is stick your left foot 45 degrees out and put both of your hands on your left hip and sit into your right hip. Right, now turn around and face away from the audience. Exactly. And all of these characters are frozen when the music begins. Okay, so at the start, the music cue comes up, and Jesus is the only person who's going to unfreeze for this first portion. Okay, on the music cue, Jesus, I need you to bring your head up, straight ahead, and you're going to pan from left to right. You're looking out. We call this timing eternity. So pan your head slowly left to right, and then I need you to step forward with your right foot. Now you're going to focus an arm's length ahead of you. Bring your hands up, palms together. And then you're going to turn your hands flat, and you're going to pop them open with a jerk, and then pull it all the way open till it looks like about a basketball could fit between your hands, about that size. Now your fingers should be slightly curved, not all the way flat, not all the way coned, so that it looks like you're really holding a ball. And I encourage you to just envision a basketball in your hands right now. And this is the making of the earth. Okay, so once you have the earth established, you're going to take your right hand and you're going to take it around the outside of the earth, right around the perimeter 3 times, slowly. Okay, and the important part of this is keeping your elbow up and not breaking the illusion. Okay, if you put your elbow down, your hand's going to end up going through the earth, and it won't look like a solid ball. Okay, so elbow up and all the way around, elbow up and all the way around, just like that. Now, another important thing is that you don't hold the earth too high. Otherwise, you're looking through it, and again, it can't be there if you can look through it. Okay, so after we've gone around the earth 3 times, let's see that. 1, good. 2, 3. You're going to take it and hold it up into your left side, and you're going to look at it, and I want you just in your mind to think, it is good. Okay? And after that, you're going to hear a sound cue of spinning, and you're going to take your right hand starting at your shoulder, and you're just going to throw it out, and you're going to just spin the earth 3 times. 3. Right. And then right away, I want you to bring it down kind of quickly, and we're going to transfer it into our right hands and lunge to the right. You're going to transfer by scraping your left hand under your right hand and bringing it over. And then we're going to place it. We're going to throw it, and it's going to go 45 degrees to the left and lead with your left hip. And place. And now you're lunging to the left, which sets you up for your next move, which is dropping your right hand and bringing your left hand all the way down. And you're still lunging at this point. Okay, now we're going to make the sun. It's a much bigger object, so we're going to have to use more of our body to try to show it, and we're going to go around it like we did the earth. So let's practice that. Get your hand on the side of the sun and go all the way around it. Envision like a big beach ball. Make sure your shoulder and your elbow are coming up and around it. Once you go around it once, twice, at the second time around, you're going to go around only half a time more, and both hands are going to come up and around the outside back of the ball. Then we're going to throw the sun 45 degrees to the left by lunging to the other side and place it. That's right. Good. Now drop your hands, and you can stand up straight. Next come the creation of the stars. We have lots of sound cues for each star. There's going to be 6 stars. You create the star by taking your hand and spreading out your fingers real wide like that with a 90-degree angle at your elbow. And then you place it just by throwing it. The first one goes 45 degrees to the left. The second one with the other hand, 45 degrees to the right. The third star, 90 degrees to the left. The fourth star, 90 degrees to the right. The fifth star goes straight in front of you. The sixth star goes straight over your head. Good. That's the creation of the stars and the planets. Now when you're done with that, the music's going to change a little bit, and I just want you to look at everything you've made admiringly. You're thinking in your head, wow, this is good, okay? And then you need to step slightly to the side, and you're going to back up as you're looking at creation so that you're standing right next to man. Good. Now there's going to be a sound cue that goes boing, and on this part, I need you to touch man lightly on the back with your hand, and then I need you to keep your hand 8 to 10 inches off of his back. So at this point, it's going to be like there's a string going from man's back to your hand, and you're pulling him up as you raise your hand. Now man, after he touches your back, I want you to slowly stand up, pivot on your left foot to the inside, and stand up, but keeping your head down and face us. Okay, so let's try that, and boing, good. Turning your head, try not to hit him, and that's man standing up. Great, so now, Jesus, what you're going to do is you're going to animate each of the different parts of man, his different limbs, okay? And we're going to start, step aside for a second. We're going to start with man's right leg. Now man, the motion that you're going to do, you can look up and at me. The motion that you're going to do is to 8 counts. Everything in this next section is going to be to 8 counts, okay? And so you're going to bring balance on your left foot, you're going to bring your right foot up, and it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, and that again, 5, 6, 7, 8, just like that. And then you're going to do the same thing with your right foot. Now your job is to touch man on the 8th count so that he can start his movement by count 1. Okay, so if it goes 5, 6, 7, 8, you're going to touch, 1, you're going to move. That's right. And then you need to come around while he's doing his 8 counts, and by the 8th count on this side, you're going to touch again, and he's going to do the exact same sequence, only with that foot. Then it's going to move up to your left arm. Now the arm sequence goes like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's see you do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right, and that will go from this side over here to this side and touch him with your left hand, and he'll do the same sequence with his arm again. Good. Good. And then you're going to touch his upper back, and man, you're going to do that same arm sequence only with both of your arms this time. So try it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. So let's do the whole sequence. Seeing you do it, I'll count from when you're already standing up, turning around. We're going to just show the different limbs. Okay, so I'll count 5, 6, 7, 8. On 8, you touch. Okay? 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Excellent. Now what comes after this is that you're going to finally animate his face. Now the whole time, man, your chin is dropped and you should look like your eyes are closed. Now sometimes it's hard to balance with your eyes closed, so you can peek a little. The audience isn't going to be able to see that, so you can see and look down at your feet. Okay? So next what you're going to do is you're going to animate his face by first lifting up his chin, by touching his chin, and your eyes are still closed, right? And then you're going to open up the different features of his face. First the eyes by taking your thumbs and just lightly running them over the eyebrows. And you have to actually touch him so he knows to open his eyes. And again, try to keep your body as open to the audience as possible while you're doing this, even though you're using both hands. Next comes the nose, which you're just going to carve away at an angle like that. And then the ears, which you're going to cup with your hands like this. And then the mouth, which you're going to step out and then use your left hand and fully extend it, just bring it up in front of his mouth. Okay, and that's the different features. As soon as you finish all that, you're going to step just slightly downstage and to the right and lunge and breathe. With your whole body, breathe. And the breath is what's going to actually bring you to life, man. So let's just try that sequence from the chin. I'll count it out for you. And chin, eyes, nose, ears, mouth, step away, and breathe. Good. Now, man, when he breathes, you need to wait for that breath to travel across to you, and then I want it to be like you're breaking out of a mold. You've been standing stiffly, but when he breathes, it's like, you know, your robot coming to life, or you're frozen, you're unfreezing, okay? So you're just gonna, I want you to step onto your toes, lean up onto your tiptoes, take a deep breath in, and extend your arms. So it just goes, and you're inhaling and stepping out, right. And then I want you to just look at your arms and your hands really quickly, like, hey, this is cool, I have limbs. And then you're gonna spot Jesus. You guys are gonna make eye contact and hug. Okay, so try that, go ahead, do the hug. Great. And then you're gonna say, now, all of this is for you. That's a big arm gesture. Okay, you're pointing at everything that you've made, all of the planets and the stars, you're saying it's for man. So go ahead and do that. All of this is for you. Now right away, man, since you're still naive, you're gonna get distracted by what you see on this side. So as soon as he's pointing to all of this, you're looking over here and going, hey, what's that? Okay, so right away I need you to run over here, and there's gonna be a sound cue that goes ba-bump, bump, bump. And it means, but I want this. Okay, so what you need to do is just gesture with your hands, run over here, but I want this, and look at him. Okay? Now you're not mad at man for asking about these things because he doesn't know, but you're going to teach him. So you're going to just point and you're going to say now. And it's like, that's not good for you. Don't touch that. Okay? So point now. Right away, as soon as he's pointing and saying no, you're already on to the next thing. You're already running over here, but I want this. Now make sure, Jesus, that you are downstage far enough that you're not going to block him when he's back here, okay? So he's saying, but I want this, and you're looking at him, and point, no. And right away you're running, but I want this. Point, no. And then say, come here, son, just with your hand. Come over, put your arm around him, and show him again. Look, all of this is for you. And then put your hand up and say, but, and then you're going to point at all the different things. We have partier, that, and that, not good. And man, you're gonna agree, you understand, no. Okay, no. And shake hands. And then you're gonna turn towards each other, you'll put your arm around his shoulder and start walking up stage. This ends section 1, creation. Let's do it to the music. Head up. Time eternity, step, focus, together, turn, hop, around 1, 2, 3, hands up, it is good. Spin 1, 2, 3, transfer, throw, and drop, go around 1, 2.5, row, star 1, star 2, star 3, star 4, star 5, star 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Chin, eyes, nose, ears, mouth. Step away. Breathe. And hug. All of this is for you. But I want this. Point no. But I want this. Point no. But I want this. Point no. Come here, son. All of this is for you. But partier, money, girl, no good. Okay, no. Shake, turn, and walk. Now that you've seen Redeemer from start to finish, we can begin the training portion of this video. Now, normally we recommend you spend at least 9 to 10 hours when you want to train this drama. But of course, for the purposes of this video, we've compressed all that information down for you. So our instructions aren't going to be as detailed as the script, which is why we provided you with this resource. We recommend that you take advantage of it. The script itself is divided into different sections. The first section on the left here describes each choreographed movement in detail. In the middle, we have specific phrases and words that can just help you get from one to the next. If you shout them out at your actors as they're doing it, it'll help trigger their memories as to where they have to go and what they have to do next. On the far right side, we have a place where you can fill in your own notes, draw diagrams, just jot down things that you'll want to remember. We also recommend that you use the script as you're watching the video, following along and marking things as you go. So have fun, and let's begin. Hi, my name is Laura Grun, and I work for the Creative Arts Resources for Evangelism, or CARE Department, of Youth with a Mission Los Angeles. At CARE, we seek to create, produce, and distribute quality creative and dramatic materials for the use of churches and mission organizations all over the world. We believe that the performing arts are powerful for reaching across cultural and language barriers, and so we seek to use them to glorify God and spread His truth to the nations. In this DVD, we present for you The Redeemer. The Redeemer tells the gospel story from creation to man's fall to Jesus' sacrifice and resurrection and His gift of salvation. So let's begin by watching start to finish the drama, The Redeemer.